Yo, what's up, guys? All right, so we are live. Momentum, let's go. Momentum Monday, already bringing that energy. Let's go. So, all right, so we're picking up from last week, right? Last week we finished off. Well, we were talking about right social media, Instagram in particular, right? But we finished off at direct messaging, and I thought that was a good place to leave off because there's a lot when it comes to Instagram, social media in general, guys. There's a lot that goes into it, regardless. So when direct messaging, that's like that's where all the magic happens, right? So that's where relationships get built. That's where like information is exchanged, right? That's where phone calls get confirmed and stuff like that, right? So, which is why we need to definitely spend some time on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen with you guys real quick. Awesome. That's me in the background, in case y'all didn't know. Let's go. But all right, cool. So we finished off with direct messaging. All right. As I was saying, right? So where the magic happens, okay? So first of all, what we need to do, guys, the whole point of basically messaging somebody, right? We want to get their attention, okay? And we get their attention through multiple things, regardless, right? As we talked about in these previous slides, where how to create engagement, right? We're liking, we're commenting, we're direct messaging people, so we can get their attention, right? Because first we want to get their attention, then we message, and then we can build trust, right? And we build trust through all this stuff, right? Through showing interest, and because the whole point is we need to build the relationship, right? And that's the whole point of I was going over all this before. So the whole point of even creating engagement is so we can build a relationship, right? Because what we want to do, guys, right? We want to find business partners, right? Through Instagram. That's why we're on there. We want to find business partners, and we want to find people who drink water, which is the world. Okay, so by doing so, right, it's gonna take a lot of time, commitment, energy, right? And it takes, like, that's really all we're sacrificing here, guys, is when it comes to building relationships, is time, commitment, and energy, right? So it definitely takes a lot of those to actually see this all the way through, right? So and the whole point is, so when we build relationships, right, because when we're first prospect somebody through Instagram, right, initially they're a contact, right? So from the start, they're just a contact. And then we want to turn this contact into a contract. Okay, this is what I got from Grant Cardone, right? And he talks about, how can we turn a contact into a contract, right? What's missing from here, right? What's missing from a contact that will turn it into a contract, right? And a contact is going to be anybody we're prospecting, anybody we're sharing water with, anybody we're sending videos to, right? Somebody we're trying to build that trust, that relationship, that bridge with, right? So how do we turn that into a contract? A contract is what? This contract is an official agreement, right? It's an agreement to do business, right? To join the team, to buy the machines, to whatever, right? It's a commitment. So how do you get a contact to become a contract? So the only difference is literally in the word, in the spelling, and is what? It's the R, right? The only thing missing right here from contact is an R, right? And the R is what Grant Cardone talks about. So the R is missing is the relationship, right? That's the only thing that's missing, because without the R, without the relationship, this contact will never be a contract, right? And so that's the whole point, guys. That's what because the whole point when we message people, we're doing it intentionally, right? We want to act intentional, because otherwise we're wasting their time, we're wasting our time, we're wasting our energy, our resources, all that stuff that we could be redirecting elsewhere towards IPA activity, right? IPA is what? Income producing activity. Okay, so and an example of this, right, of a direct message, and this is for somebody that who doesn't follow you first, right? Say we're in the hashtags, okay? A lot of times of what I do, right? So obviously a lot of us were on STEM Social for a while, right? And with STEM Social, it directed a lot of traffic our way, which was amazing, right? Because we didn't have to do a lot of the work ourselves, and that's what takes that's what takes most of the time, is actually going out and finding people, right? So STEM Social, right? Pay somebody to do it, awesome, But if you don't have STEM Social, what I do a lot, and I know what Daniel does a lot, what Jessica does a lot, I'm sure Brisma does it too, right? Is what we go through a lot. We go through hashtags a lot, right? Because going through hashtags, is what's actually is what helps us discover people, because from there we can target specifically of who we want to talk to, right? So whether it's somebody in health and fitness, they're vegan, whatever, right? They're into cars, whatever, right? So we can target anybody we want using specific hashtags, because we use hashtags because that's what we like, we're relating that post to, right? So and people using hashtags want to be discovered. I'm telling you right now, they want to be discovered. That's why they use hashtags, right? That's the whole point. And so when we do that, so this is what I do, right? Say, so I think just earlier today I was in the vegan bodybuilding hashtag. I go to that one a lot just because I want to connect with other like fitness vegan people, because I can personally relate with them on a personal quick level, right? And that's what we want to let's see what we got.
And because vegans tend to care about what they put into their body.
That is true, right? And so so like I said, we want to target people like, yes, like who we think will like this, but we want to target people that we're gonna naturally attract, right? So for example, vegans pay the big bucks for health. Exactly, right? Because they're already probably shopping at Whole Foods, right? They're buying organic, you know, they're paying extra dollar for better quality of food. So of course they're gonna freak out when they find out their bottle of water is trash, when they find out it's poison, right? When they find out all this crap's in it, of course they're gonna freak out, right? So why wouldn't they, right? So, and so a challenge that I had though, right? This is, I'm talking about this because we want to target people specifically because for example, I'm in the vegan bodybuilding hashtag because I can relate with these people, right? I have like, it's gonna be like a subconscious, like instant rapport just because they're vegan and I'm vegan too, right? So like, it's going to be easier for me to build a relationship with that person and just connect right away. If it's somebody who's the exact opposite from you, it's going to be a lot harder to even balance out that energy, right? That synergy together. So like, you know, I remember in the beginning, like when I first started Magic, I wasn't vegan. So I was started messaging certain people that were vegan. I was targeting vegans because I was like, yo, vegans are gonna love this and this and that. And then, you know, it got kind of weird when it got to the point where they're like, oh, I'm over here like, oh, it's so awesome that you're vegan, this and that. And they're like, yeah, are you vegan too? And I'm like, no, I'm not, you know. And then so it's like instantly, it's just like that connection, that rapport gets lost, right? They know, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They know. Like, I was literally telling this story with Jessica the other day. So I have a friend, right? She's in a different country, and so one of our first conversations, we were chatting back and forth for a cool minute, right? Just talking, and then I was telling her how awesome it is she's vegan. And then because I was at the time I was starting to transition over, right? And so I was basically telling her, like, yeah, I'm pretty much 90% vegan. I only you know, she's like, what do you mean 90% vegan? And I was like, yeah, I only eat this, and that's maybe once, twice a week, and that's it, right? She goes, well, then you're not 90% vegan. And then, like, you know, it was just weird, right? It just like automatically she's like, oh, okay, then, like, you know, we're obviously not on the same level, you know. So but the point is, though, be intentional with like your hashtags and just really look for people that you're gonna connect with, right? Because you gotta realize, guys, you're not gonna connect with everybody, and you don't want somebody on your team that you're not even compatible with, right? All of us are on this call right now because we have some type of synergy, right? We have something that's strong enough to actually pull us together, right? Because we have that similarity. While we all have differences, right? Of course we have so many differences, but we have a lot of similarities too, and the similarities outweigh the differences, right? So, you know, you just look for people that you can relate with on a quick and personal level, you know. So it's definitely what you want to do. So anyway, so as I was saying, and if it's somebody you're messaging for the first time, right? Somebody, just somebody new, right? So what you want to do is, I'm gonna move this down right here. So what I do is, so I always say, all right, let's say their name is Kevin, right? Because I see my boy Kevin on the call. So I'm gonna be like, hey, Kevin, right? Exclamation mark. Why? Because I want to sound enthusiastic, right? If I can't sound enthusiastic, obviously not yet because it's not in person or through the phone, right? I want to do it through messaging, right? Hey, Kevin, exclamation mark, right? love your page, another exclamation mark, right? Because it's amazing, right? And so I say love your page a lot because I want to start with a compliment, and you can do this however you want. This is just a guideline, right? This is a guideline. You can copy it. You can copy it word for word, do by all means. But if not, I do encourage you guys to add your own little twist to it, right? Just like just be yourself when you approach people. So I say, hey Kevin, love your page, right? Your posts are very inspiring, or I'll say very inspiring, right? Your posts are very inspiring. Boom. So automatically love your page, get them excited. Your posts are very inspiring. That's a compliment, right? Amazing job on your whatever it may be, right? Amazing job on your new promotion. Amazing job on you starting your business. Amazing job on you your family or something, whatever it is, right? So I say amazing job a lot on your fitness accomplishments, amazing job on your, say if they just won a competition or something, right? Just give them a compliment, something that this person is probably proud of, right? Because say if they're into fitness and they post a lot of videos and Fitbit pictures of them, right? They obviously care about their physiques and they care about what y'all think about them, right? So by you giving a compliment to them, that's automatic, like, oh, instant report, thanks, bro, hey, thanks, that really means a lot, I work hard on my body, or like, hey, thanks, like I've really been working hard on this promotion. Hey, thanks, dude, I've been working so hard to finally start my business and whatever, right? Amazing job, okay? As well, you're crushing it, right? You're crushing it. Let them know, you know what, bro, you're killing it. Hey, you know what, you're killing it, you're crushing it, whatever, right? And happy to connect. That's literally what I say a lot. And it's, you want to keep it simple, right? Keep it, don't send them a paragraph. Don't send them this big old long, super script from the start, because unless you just want to straight up, just like, it's like basically that'd be the direct approach with the direct approach with them, and for sure this person might respond back because it might be interested, then by all means, like, send them a script, right? But if not, right, if you want to get their attention, this is a good way. And because look, think of it like this too, right? If they respond back to you and if they're like, hey, thanks, and they're just as excited to talk to you as you are, then this is definitely a person you want to spend some time with, right? If they don't respond back to you, they leave you on red, if they just like you or whatever, and obviously, right away, okay, you know what? I'm probably not going to connect with this person because they're not that sociable. They don't want to, they're not like that. Or maybe, you know what? Hey, not yet, right? Or just start asking them questions from that point forward, But so like I said, always be intentional. And this is just a good way to get their attention. So, and it's definitely a numbers game, right? And so while we're on direct messaging, real fast, since he's on the call right now and my boy be killing it right now, I want to bring out Daniel, because Daniel, he's been getting Daniel's been getting a lot of attention lately, a lot of traction through Instagram. And I'm proud of this guy, right? I'm proud of this guy because he is relentless. I'm telling you right now, dude, Daniel is focused, right? And Daniel wants this. And he just reminds me of me when I first started, because I was like almost like, okay, because we do things out of two things, right? Out of two reasons. For one, out of inspiration, to desperation, right? Or it could be a little combination of both, right? And so I feel like in my case and in Daniel's case, it's a little bit of both, right? Inspiration and desperation. Inspired to be better, to do more, and to build this business, and desperate to like change your circumstances, right? To change your life's outcome and all that stuff, right? So, but I want to bring him out to talk about kind of what he's doing right now. A little, maybe he could maybe give some tips to us, and maybe just talk about like, just what, everything that he's kind of experienced so far. So Daniel, my man, I know you there,
What's
bro.
up,
So
bro?
what's up, bro? Jeez, dude, look at you, bro. Already shining, my man. So, but yeah, dude. So, and also too, because Daniel, he actually just got me on his second three-way call so far. This past Friday with somebody he met through Instagram, right? Somebody he was doing the work, right? He was working it. So, and that was actually a great phone call, right? So this person, I'm actually going to meet them in person in a couple of weeks. So it's exciting stuff, guys. But this is just, we're going to show you the power of social media and how we can connect with somebody on a personal level. But yeah, Daniel, bro, if you just come out, bro, maybe just, like I said, share a couple things, just share your experience so far. Let us know what's going on, man. Let us know how you get so much attention, bro. I would love to hear it.
Yeah, bro. So I would say that the main thing that I'm having a lot of success with is being super specific with my hashtags. So when you're going into like big ones like hashtag fitness or something like that, you're finding people who aren't doing their research on their hashtags. And so when I'm going into, super small hashtags, like I go on a hashtag family first or something like that, these are people who I connect with because of the family aspect and they care about their family's health. So I've had a lot of traction there. And then basically that first message is like, I kind of view it as like a jab. So a jab in martial arts is just to measure distance.
Right.
So I pretty much just use it to measure like, their response to me. And if they have like a really excited response or really sociable response, then those are people that I follow up with, rather quickly. And when I'm messaging, 25 people a day, the DMs fill up real quick. So knowing those people and being able to measure that is how I make sure that I'm having intentional conversations.
Nice, dude. I'm getting all this down right now, bro. I'm taking notes, man, because Daniel's killing it, bro. Start with a jab, measure distance, dude. All right, I actually like that. So, just kind of touch on this real quick too. So, I love that. Be super specific with your hashtags, right? Because as literally what I was just saying, right? You want to be because like you're gonna find the right person if you're looking in the right place, right? So. And you know what? That's a good, like, I guess that's a good, like, way to explain. It's a good metaphor in a sense, like start with the jab, right? Because, what's that right now? So to start with the jab, because that's actually, that's a good way to kind of view, your first message you send somebody. Cause like a jab is like, right. It's almost like it's just like you're measuring, like you're checking them, right? Like you're just kind of like, okay, like, hey, like basically like I'm here, so, and from there you could kind of like, from that point forward, you can basically like maneuver your way around like what you're gonna do next, so that's an interesting way to put it, bro. So but yeah, dude, you know what, dude, like I love that. So like in your case, like what would you say has been your biggest, well, what was your biggest challenge in the beginning, to even, because right now, dude, like your inbox is popping, right? But like I know, like in the first couple of weeks, you were struggling to kind of get consistent messaging, right? So what was your biggest challenge you had then, and like what would you say was your breakthrough? Like what made you like what happened that that went going from an empty inbox to like a full inbox now?
Yeah, so I would say there's two main things, basic mindset shifts really. The first was that I was relying on people to engage with me first, so I wasn't actually I wasn't DMing people that weren't following me. Because basically it was a mindset shift, because I knew that when I first started my Instagram, if somebody messaged me and I wasn't following them and it ended up in that not your actual inbox but the one next to it, I basically hit delete all and never looked at it. And so I thought, since I did that originally, that other people were doing that as well. And so doing that little mindset shift to me being able to message people out of the blue like that, even if they're not following me, gave me a huge amount of like return messages in my inbox.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? And I remember having that conversation with you, bro. And because that's something that I had to realize too. I was like, okay, look, I was like, you know what? Yes, of course, like it's kind of weird to send somebody a message that's not following you yet, right? And it's like, because that was the kind of breakthrough I had to go through as well, where I was like, all right, you know what? Like, I don't know if I should message them or not, because what if they don't respond back? What if they don't look at my page? Or what if they don't like my account? Or, is my account good enough for them to respond back type 2, right? Or even want to follow me, whatever. But it's like, like basically what I was telling you last time, man, like we miss all the shots we don't take, right? That's Wayne Gretzky, right? We miss all the shots we don't take. So what if, this person who's not following you, like they're just waiting for an opportunity. They're waiting for magic water. They're waiting for an attitude. They're waiting for a health change. They're waiting for something, right? A change in their life, right? What if they're waiting for that? Well, they're waiting for you, but you never reach out first, right? Because you're too afraid, right? And for me, like I was just, I didn't have that type of posture yet. I didn't have that confidence in myself that, you know what, of course they'll follow me. Why wouldn't they follow me? Of course they'll respond back. Why wouldn't they respond back, right? Because I have something of value to offer, you know? And so that's something you wanna develop along the way as you message people. You wanna have that backbone. You wanna have that confidence that, you know what, like I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, and you know, I want to help you. I can help you, right? If you're willing to hear me out and listen and, you know, connect, right? So so yeah, that's, you know what, that's huge, right? And that's a total mindset shift, you know, because, you know, like for example with STEM social, like when I first got on STEM, like it was bringing me a lot of leads, right? A lot of new follows per day. So there was times where I didn't have to necessarily go out and message new people because I had people that were just following me back, and I was like, hey, thanks for following. From there, it's an easy connect, right? And obviously, but not, you know, there's been times where that wasn't happening, so you have to go out and, you know, go through hashtags and discovery page, whatever it may be. And so, you know, when you're when you're doing that, you know, you have to realize that it's like it's not like always going to be like, as you know, they're not always going to come to you first, right? They're not always going to be there waiting. So you have to go out and you have to go knock, right? You have to knock, guys. And every time we're sending a message, we're knocking on somebody's door pretty much. That's literally what it is, right? We're like door knocking through social media when we send somebody a message, right? A lot of times you know, they don't answer back. They leave us on red. That's the door getting slammed in your face, right? But you know what? The key is, though, from moving from door slam to door slam without losing your enthusiasm, right? Because you just have to, guys, because you know, like and you got to realize that, you know, not everybody's going to do it, but you know, it's like you have to knock, because doors of opportunity only open to those who continually knock, right? If you're not continually knocking, they're not going to open. Nobody's going to know you're there, right? So the whole point of it's like Daniel was saying, send them a jab, right? Let them know you're here, you know, knock on their door, right? And then, you know, just go from there, right? Build a relationship. But in the meantime, though, you know, because as you're doing all that, you have to make sure that, like, work on your Instagram account, you know, make sure your bio is perfect. Make sure your bio is exactly how you want it to be. Make sure your thumbnail image is exactly how you want it to be, right? Make sure your Instagram user handle is exactly how you want it to be. Make sure all of those that are, when they line up, they portray you. They show who you are. They show who you are as a person, right? So that should, you know, so do all the background work. So when it comes time for you to knocking on people's doors, and they're going through a little peephole, right? Which means they're scrolling through your page and they want to see if they're going to open the door or not, right? When they're doing that, you know, like all that's going to matter at that point forward, right? It's all that's going to matter during that time is like your thumbnail, your username, right? All your posts, the way your whole layout of your page, all that's going to matter during that time, right? When they're checking out your account, because that's what we all do, right? Before I answer somebody back, I scroll through their page first. I go to their page automatically, click on their name. Who is this person? I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Click on them. Boom. I start scrolling. I'll open their story, right? I want to know if this person's active. I want to know if they show their face. I want to know how they speak. I want to know what they look like. I want to know what they had for lunch, right? Like, you know, like you just want to know, you know, and people want to know that about you too, right? So, so yeah, you know, that's amazing. You know, like I love that, right? Because like we have to do that, you know? And so it's completely a numbers game, right? And so, like, another thing I want to ask you, Daniel, so like, what's been like, so to these people that you're, say you come across, an account that you're about to message, right? What's the first thing that you're going to do? Like, once you find them, like on the discovery or on the hashtags, what's your process? Like, what do you do first? Like, you know, and how do you lead up to like sending them a message?
Well, the first thing, if I find them through a hashtag, is the first thing is to either comment on that post if it has meaningful content in it. And if it doesn't, and they look like somebody I would talk to, I'll go to their profile, read their bio, and then find a post that does have meaningful content. Because if they put their effort into that post, then I want to like return the energy basically and give them something for that post as well. Because it obviously meant enough for them to write something meaningful.
Right.
So I read their bio, and then I go find a post that actually has something meaningful to them and comment on it, and then I direct message.
Nice. Nice. And then so like that initial direct message, like would you say you use something similar like this, or do you have your own way of like sending that first message? Like how would you like word it, or is it the same? Is it different? Like, you know?
It's pretty close to the same. It's like, hey, whatever their name is, exclamation point, and then I do like an indent,
Okay.
and it's like, really love your page,
Just
and then something super personal.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but just explain again to everybody on the call why you do the indent, because I know you had mentioned this to me the other day. So why do you do an indent?
Basically, I do the indent so that when it pops up in their message feed, the only thing that they can see written is hey, whatever their name is, with an exclamation point. And this way, the idea is that I'll build some kind of curiosity by them, and they'll want to open the message to see what else I wrote.
Right. Like,
assuming they don't have their phone notifications on.
What was that?
I said, assuming they don't have their phone notifications on.
Right.
Assuming
they're already on Instagram.
It's like, I feel you. Oh, you unmuted me. Oh.
I can still hear her through you, I think.
I think you're coming on my end though. That's why, because you're muted though.
Yeah, I still heard
her. I'm gonna stay muted though, because I was.
All right, cool. But yeah,
poking holes in my strategy over here.
Poking holes.
Only because I was like, ooh, let me do that. Wait, look, they have their notifications on like I do, because when I see an Instagram message pop up, but it's good.
It's like a 70% solution. I'll take it.
Can they hear you through that? Because I can't hear you on it.
I can hear her, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can everybody else hear her?
I can hear her through you.
Yeah? Through mine, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're gonna speak, I'm gonna go so we can have that distance. Okay. All right, for sure. Cool. But yeah, Daniel, thanks, dude. You know what? That was actually perfect, bro. You know, and that's exactly what we need to be doing, right? Because this is all part of being intentional. It's part of having a structure, right, to everything you're doing, right? And this includes messaging, you know, this includes just commenting, liking, and all that stuff, right? It's really about being intentional, you know. And so, but yeah, so, you know, thanks, Dan. Like I said, I really wanted to bring him out to talk about that because he's been getting a lot of just traction in general, you know, when it comes to direct messaging. And so he's been getting a lot of attention, guys. And that's really what this is about. We do this to get people's attention, right? Because if nobody knows who we are, if they don't know what we're doing, if they don't know what we're about, they don't know what we're selling, they don't know anything about us, they don't know who you are, they can't do business with you. They can't buy a machine from you, right? They can't join your business, right? They can't, because they don't know who you are, you know? And that's our biggest challenge, guys, is obscurity. The obscurity is always going to be our biggest challenge because we have the golden ticket, right? We have what the world wants. We have what the world needs, right? And it's just a matter of getting the word out there, right? And in a timely manner. Okay. So, but yeah, that was cool. So I don't have another slide coming up, but, so direct messaging, it all ties in. The main focus was going to be direct messaging and prospecting, right? And so it all ties in together, right? Prospecting is literally just the same. It's being intentional, guys. So obviously, like for example, I'm not going to go on Instagram and just start DMing every single one of my followers, right? Why? Because like that's not being proficient with my prospecting. That's not being intentional with who I'm choosing, because like I said, like we're going to attract the people in our lives based off who we are and who we're becoming, right? So if our value system aligns with their value system, we're going to connect pretty quick, right? So, but if not, if they're out of alignment, right, then it's going to be pretty hard to build rapport. So when we prospect people, guys, like you always want to, like I said, just be intentional, look for similar qualities, right? Something you can relate with, because it's going to help, right? And so I know a lot of us are going online for this right now, right? We're prospecting just through Instagram, but you can prospect wherever, okay? So whether it's online or offline, right, we can build this business, right? So online, right, whether it's through Instagram, whether it's through Facebook, you know, there's LinkedIn. We were just talking about LinkedIn, guys. Like, so remember, we want to diversify ourselves on multiple platforms. So, you know, like, I mean, like I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, I have a Snapchat, I have a LinkedIn, you know, I just actually got set up with the TikTok last night. I have no idea what it even is yet. I've been messing around with it so far, but Gary Vee said TikTok is the next Instagram, right? So Gary Vee, I take that man seriously, and he just said this yesterday. So I saw his latest video talking about TikTok is the next Instagram. So with that being said, I downloaded Instagram, and I already got my pro. All right? Yeah. Well, I downloaded TikTok, right? I downloaded TikTok, right? I already got my profile photo. I got my bio set up, all that stuff. Musically too, yeah. Yup, Musically it's already been going on for like a long time. So and that's huge right now, right? There's so many platforms that we can be discovered on that I feel like we're not even taking advantage of. Yes, Instagram is huge, but just know though that you can find prospects through multiple platforms, right? There's so many ways, right? So Musically, that's another one, right? And so it's just good to kind of like keep up with the trends, right? Know where your customers are going, know where they're looking, know where they're going to for their information, for their videos, for their entertainment, for their news, right? For their morning Joe, their morning motivation, right? So whatever it may be, guys, like just know where they're going, because that's where the market's going, that's where the trend's going, and that's where your business is going too, so just definitely, yeah. So like I said, TikTok, I've yet to figure it out, but I'm definitely gonna be playing around with it because he said it's the next Instagram, and I take that man very seriously when he speaks. So but yeah. And so when it comes to also, let's see, do I have, no, I don't think I have that as well, but I think it's like one of these ones. Remember, I had put it somewhere in here. But all right, so I don't have it in here. But okay, so what I want to do though, I kind of just want to like the next like 15 minutes, I want to leave it open to like anybody on the call right now. I want to go through some of mine too, to use like as an example. But is there anybody on here right now who like has something maybe they want to share with everybody, like as far as like a prospect they've been talking to? Maybe either you're struggling with them, or maybe you had some success with like a breakthrough in the messaging. Like, hey, like you got them to agree to watch a video. You got them to agree to join a webinar. Whatever, right? Maybe there's somebody maybe you're stuck right now. You're like, I don't know what to do, what to say. So we can all just kind of attack this like right now together as a team. I think that'd be awesome, right? So, as an example, like, does anybody have anything right now? Like, I actually just had let's see. So and then, are you guys aware too on how you can organize? Well, not organize, but you know how like when you're going through your inbox, you guys know how to filter your messages, right? So you can filter the unread. You can filter the flag messages. So if you guys aren't flagging people, I would definitely recommend you flag people that you send a video to or makes any type of connection with, like when it comes to the business, right? Do we all know what flagging is? So we all know what flagging is on here. So you guys can see my phone, right? So you see all these little, I don't know if you see that, but wait, actually, can I go on through, let's see. I might be able to go on the login maybe.
Instagram, I don't think they do
Can you do direct messaging?
DMs
No?
on the browser.
They have an app for it on the.
To do DMs on here?
I don't know about Chrome, but I can get on it on my computer.
Right.
Maybe
Mm,
on that. Oh, actually, I think you can.
Let's see.
Because on my iPad, you can do it just using Safari.
Really? I don't remember my password.
Password, I'm always on.
I know. I never log out, bro.
It show. Peace out, Brisbane.
Oh, that's not the right. That's not the right. That's not my right email.
Brisbane said
Bye,
bye.
Brisma. We appreciate you. All right, there we go.
Damn, gold.
go. See, this is somebody that I obviously need to hit up. I honestly think I actually messaged this chick, and I don't think she ever responded back. Watch. That's part of it. So let's see.
When they have more than 10K followers, I usually think it's like a 50-50 if they're gonna message me back or not.
Right.
I don't think you have the DM.
I don't think you can check your
Go to your profile, like at the, yeah.
Shush. Let's go. It's fine. All right, you know what? While I have this up real quick, okay, this is a good okay. So just to go over again the bio, guys, because this is the first thing that people are gonna see, right, when they go to your Instagram, whether it's on their phone. It's obviously it's gonna be on their phone, right? So, but typically we always read from left to right, right? So what? The first thing they're gonna see is your thumbnail. So your thumbnail matters, right? So for me, I have this photo because it's clean, right? I'm smiling. I have a collared shirt on, right? It looks professional. I actually went in Photoshop myself and did the little white background. So if you guys need that done for any of your photos, let me know. I got you. But if not, the point is you want to have some type of headshot, some type of photo where it's showing your face, right? Like, don't have your back turned, don't have a side view type thing, I mean, sometimes side views could be cool if it's like an up close looking bad angle, by all means, but like, don't have like just something that's not you. You want to show you, because already you're building rapport right away, right? And then they're gonna see your name, right? So Ricky Aiken Global, so that's my handle. You want to use your full name, right? You definitely want your full name eventually, right? I mean, if you don't, because like my account is, well, just with any account in general, you want to have your full name. They want to know who they're talking to. They want to know if you're real. They want to know if you're legit, right? So having your full name, it basically helps to verify. It's almost a name tag, right? Like, I don't know if you guys ever talked about, if you heard Grant Cardone, like when he talks about having a name tag, like if you're doing door-to-door sales and you don't have a name tag on, then you should probably go home, right? You should probably go home and don't show up until you find your name tag, right? Because name tag is something that people see and believe in, right? People believe what we see, right? We believe what we see. So if they see your name here and it's like, okay, cool, that must be his name. What else would it be, right? Like if you have like say like it's like Alkaline Fitness 48, whatever, right? I mean, or you have like just something random, like like your account better be all memes or something. It better be all like all scientific facts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it could, because it's that type of account. If it's your name, post about your life, post about your lifestyle, your interests, your business, right? What you do, your hobbies, your habits, all that stuff, because that's helping to build rapport, build relationships, right? And then it's your name, okay? And then, so this is my bio, right? This is like, so for me, like, I kind of wanted to have some type of like, I guess like a mission statement, right? Like what I'm like, kind of like what I'm doing here. So I have, solving our global issue, right? Combining energy and magic. So, and it's almost real discreet because I want it that way. I want it to be like, what the hell is that, right? Like, what do you mean, bro? You're solving, like, what? Like, like I want to raise curiosity when somebody reads that, right? And then so, and then they maybe have like some key things about your life, right? Me, like, we're changing lives, right? That's gonna pique interest as well. Like, how are you changing lives? Cruelty free. That's just, that's me, yo. Cruelty free. I'm vegan, right? So, and then Jessica, right?
She's ready for the plug, bro. She look at her.
She's ready, bro. Let's go. So, and I have this too because why? I mess with a lot of girls, right? I mess with a lot of females through Instagram. So, I want them to. And I just want everybody to know, like, yo, this is my life. If I'm messing a female, I don't want her to feel weird. Because you know what, like, I think having Jessica in my bio, having photos of my relationship, and like, look at this though, shit, y'all haven't liked this shit, go give it a like though. Look at that. Nah, but like having photos like that of my relationship, it's gonna make another woman feel comfortable responding back to me, right? Because they don't feel like I'm just trying to like get at them or whatever, right? I'm trying to like, they know, okay, you know what, and I basically have all my life on here, so they're like, okay, this guy is. He's obviously a professional, right? He's obviously not somebody who's trying to like, mess with me. So of course I'm gonna have a conversation with him, right? Why not, right? So and then, but I mean, obviously we're I'm not saying like, but if you're single, then that's not a problem because then that's your life, right? That's what you're owning up to, and that's gonna reflect on your page, right? That's your lifestyle. So it's like if you're single, it's like then you want to just show like what your interests are, what you do on your spare time, the people you hang with, stuff like that, because that's what's gonna matter. That right there is gonna help build trust along the way too. So, and then obviously I have my website as well. So, and this is so I put our mission. That's gonna get somebody to click on it right away. They're like, "What's your mission, bro?" It goes to my website. So this is my website I put together last year. Well, Aldrin actually helped me put together, so he did a lot of the work. But it's a simple website generator. So if you guys ever want a website of your own, that's something we can definitely talk about because I can help you with that. And this is having a hard time on loader now, but this is, so, and this helps too, for sure. I don't advertise this a lot, but I'm like, if somebody comes across my page and they're like, yo, what is this? And they click on my link, they're going to say, oh shit, so they're going to see it. Okay. So I can't get to my messages from here, unfortunately, but that's just the bio, right? Your cover photos matter too. You want to have something that looks interesting to click on, right? Like, this one doesn't look dope. Like, this is my face, right? So this is, I want to show my face on my profile as much as I can, see, cause I have for example, I'm turned right here. So now I need well, this is my video. So I need like a front shot, people love food. If you post for people, pictures of your food, right? They're going to like it. And quality photos, right? I actually edited this, I sharpened it, contrast, I took time, guys, because you want to take time on your photos. You want to make it look nice, but you don't want to overdo it either, on the filters, right? Sometimes it looks a little too weird. You want to just bring out and enhance certain qualities, right? So, and I'm not saying my profile is perfect, because but it's I've been, I'm intentional with my post though, at the very least, right? So, but let's get back to the messaging real quick. So, did anybody have a chance to go through their inbox? If somebody want to talk about anything they're going through?
How do I share my screen? Is that a thing I can do?
Oh, you can't. You won't be able to. Only the host can, bro. Sorry.
Okay.
My bad, my man. But why? What do you have to show?
Well, I have my Instagram actually pulled up on my desktop.
Oh, okay.
I can look at my messages and everything.
Okay. Well, if you want to just maybe, yeah, if you want to just read off a couple of them, maybe whatever ones you got so far. Is there somebody you've been working on? Somebody. Say there's somebody you're working on, and then maybe somebody that you you had them agree to watch a video or something, right? Or what you got for me, bro? What you got?
Well, I just got a message from this chick 6 minutes ago. You can look at it. No, this is we just started our conversation. Hold on, let me look. Oh, here we go. So there's a good, this is a follow-up type situation. So I sent her the video on July 19th.
Okay.
And she didn't get back to me. I replied to one of her stories on July 25th. She didn't reply to me.
Right.
And then I followed up again today, 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Hey, Alexa, what did you think about the video? And she was like, OMG, hi, I'm so sorry. People honestly forget it wasn't malicious, but if I didn't keep following up with her, I would have never known that she just mistakenly forgot about it. It happens. Exactly.
So, and this is somebody you sent a video to, right?
Yeah.
So okay, cool.
She pretty much said, hi, I'm sorry, and then watched the video because she messaged me exactly 15 minutes later.
Oh, okay, cool. So, okay, cool. So she watched it already or no?
Yeah, she was like, OMG, hi, I'm sorry. I'm like, haha, it happens. That's why I follow up. And she was like, okay, or exactly 15 minutes after that, she was like, okay, that was insane. I've never heard of it before. All the demonstrations were crazy. And then I asked which one was what was her favorite demonstration.
Right.
She hasn't seen it yet, so.
Oh, okay, cool. Dope. Yeah. Hey, that's a good follow-up question too to ask. What was your favorite part, right? So what was your favorite part of the demonstration, or what was your favorite demonstration? So that was actually good. And so, and the way you followed up, you you just say like, hey, basically say like, hey, what's up, right? That's like you're asking like, hey, like, how you doing? Like, you didn't even bring up like the water yet or the video, huh? Like,
No. Oh, well, yeah, I did. I think it was like.
what was your follow up question?
So my first follow up was just a reaction to her story to try and get her to go back to her DMs.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then after that, it was, "Hey Alexa, indent." And then I was like, "What did you think about the video?" Question.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
But it's good that you assume that she watched it. Maybe
You're not on there.
chance.
Unmute
Yeah.
yourself.
I can hear.
But you can do it. You can mute yourself too, so it'd be better. Because I only can, but yeah, so yeah, that's and so just by doing that, like because we have to follow up, right? Because remember, like it's not because like there's been times where say like somebody watched it like almost right away, right? They watched it the same day or the next day, and like I didn't know until I followed up, right? Because they just didn't. They never hit me back up about it, Like some people are like that, like they just won't get back to you, like until you reach out first, So which is why they say the fortune is in the follow up for sure. So always follow up, and like usually like when I send a video out, I usually give it about a day, 2 days max, right? Until I follow up. And so what I used to ask, like the question I used to throw out there a lot was basically like what Daniel said, like, how'd you like the video? What you like, or I said like, what you like about the video? Like basically are already like almost assuming that they watched it, right? Or like another question I asked too is like, hey, like you haven't had a chance to watch that video yet, have you? Or and because they're gonna be like, oh, like, and either way, like they're gonna let you know like what their response is, So, that was going, Daniel. Like, Jessica, Kevin, you guys have one? Daniel, you got another one?
Let me look. I have one with this guy. I haven't sent him the video yet, but the rapport building is definitely there.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for the opportunity for it to come up organically.
Right. So okay, cool, nice. So for now, you guys are kind of going back and forth, or?
Yeah. So the messages are super long, which is a good thing in this case. But like he told me his whole story, I told him my story, and then we talked about like how driven he is and like what like his hustle, and then he kind of like killed the conversation. I thought it was done, but then he reacted to one of my stories. And when somebody reacts to one of my stories, my ears perk up, and I'm like, okay, so this is still happening. We're good.
Right. So okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, for sure.
And it was the one that was like, they create the problem and sell you the solution with the.
Oh yeah.
Pills. And he was like,
how's it going?
Yeah, he was like, trust me, words of facts for the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's about health. Let's do this.
No, yeah, exactly. And so, which is good, like which is why like the stuff you want to post about on your story and stuff, like you want it to be something that you feel strongly about. So in that case, when somebody does reach out to you, they're like, hey, it's me too, and then they're like, I feel exactly the same way. And you're like, right. It's like automatically, instantly, you already have a commonality. Like, boom, like we're buddies. You know what I'm saying? Like we're friends now. I like you. Why? Because like you agree with me. Like you see things the way I see things. So yeah, like that right there is, and something like that is a controversial topic too. So you're gonna get the people who feel strongly about it to agree with you, right? And that's who you want. You want people who feel strong about things, right? Those are the people you want on your team. So. That was good, bro.
There's actually something about that in one of the books I read. I think it was by Russell Brunson, I think.
Right.
And he says that you have to build an attractive character, and one of the main aspects of an attractive character is like a polarizing attribute. So something that polarizes everybody. It's on separate sides. Like if you try to be the person who is friends with everybody and nobody, and like you agree with everybody on everything, then you'll stay right in the middle, which is not a successful place to be.
Exactly. And that's something I got from like that's a philosophy I kind of adopted from like Jim Rohn, where he's like, yo, just feel strongly like about almost anything. It doesn't matter, like, because that's just like like at least we know you care. You know what I'm saying? At least we know you care enough to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? Pick a side. Like, it doesn't matter which one you choose. Just pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick a side, stick to it, and say why you feel strongly about it. You know, because it's the passive people, like you say, like the people who are in the middle. Those are the ones you're like, oh, okay, well, like, I don't know what to do with you then, because you know, like I don't want to have to give you life. You know what I'm saying? Just to make a decision. I don't want to have to pump you up, you know, to make a decision. Like it helps when you feel strong about something, because it helps it's more it's easier for people to make decisions, right, when they feel strongly about things. So yeah, that's huge, yo. We want people to feel strong, you know.
Better to have 50% of the population be passionate than 100% of the population be passionate about nothing.
Yes, sir. Dude, facts, bro. Exactly. That's true. Facts. Big facts. Okay, so Kevin, you got anything for me, my boy? Any prospects, dog? What you working on, bro? Come out and say some
What's
words.
up, Kevin? Nice to meet you, bro.
I know. I don't think we had an official introduction there, right?
What's up, guys? Y'all can hear me, right?
Sheesh, yes,
Yeah,
sir. So just real fast. All right. So, cause yeah, you guys have an official introduction. So Daniel, this is my boy Kevin. Kevin, all right, is Daniel, right? So, Kevin was, dude, this is my first dude I sold to, man. So he was the first one to buy the K from me, right? And he really helps instill my belief in this product, in this business, and let me know that, hey, if I can do one, then we can, like, man, like it's the potential is endless, right? So, but yeah, and then Kevin is my boy Daniel. Yo, Daniel's out of North Carolina, bro. We met through IG. You already know. So, dude, and, you know, I already talked a lot about Daniel as far as, you know, him being super committed, bro, and just to what we're doing. He sees the vision, you know. So yeah, man, we're on the same team, yo. So I'm glad to introduce you guys. So, but yeah, Kev Loke, what you got to say, bro? What you got for us?
Shoot, you guys can see me, right, or hear me?
Yeah, you're perfect, bro. You, looks like you shining too, bro. You drink a lot of water today?
Yes, sir. You know it every day.
Sheesh, my man. Let's go.
But yeah, dude. For me right now, I'm just waiting on prospects to right now just getting back to me. And right now, as I'm waiting for prospects to get back with me, I'm also gaining rapport and also picking out prospects to also gain or to connect with more.
Right.
The others.
My man. How's the messaging coming along? Like, cause I know you've been talking to a lot more people too, right?
Oh, hell yeah, man. Right now it's going by pretty good, you know, every day messaging at least one new person and then slowly building up to that, like more and more people, like 1, 2, 3 a day. And like how Daniel was saying earlier right now, like I was also looking up through hashtags and I like what you said about being more specific in the hashtags too. And that's what I just learned right now from him. So thank you, Daniel. And
yeah, man.
My man.
It's really good now. I'm looking forward to as we end this call. Like I'm going to be going back to Instagram and like looking through more like specific hashtags.
Dude, yes, bro. I love it, man. So, and that's the power of these trainings, man. You know, like you hop on, dude, and like you're gonna gain some insight, and you're gonna be like, whoa, like that makes so much more sense now, or whoa, like I can start doing that now too, you know, like it's amazing. So yeah, dude, good stuff, bro. You know, and with you too, Kevin, like I've seen how much more focus you've gotten, bro, like over this past few months, dude, and like that's inspiring, dude, you know. So, and honestly, bro, for you to be as young as you are, bro, how old were you when you bought your K8?
I was 19.
Sheesh, 19 now, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Bro, you know what I was doing when I was 19, bro? Chugging Mountain Dews and playing video games.
Dude, I'm really like, I'm blessed to God that He gave me the opportunity to start this business at a young age. You know?
My man.
I see people like we go on Thursdays, like all these people are like older, but me, when I get to their age, I'm gonna be already where they're at and even further, you know?
Bro, I love it, dude. I love it, bro. And dude, think about it. You started your business at 19 years old, bro.
19 years old.
That's crazy, bro. That's dude. At 19, bro, I exactly what Daniel like. Dude, at 19, I was not about to invest into a startup business, bro. That's for damn sure. I wasn't. Hey, no, I mean, I wasn't playing video games either, bro. But I was doing some other crazy things, bro. So,
bro, I can hardly pass high school. Like.
Hey, but that's, bro, you know what though? But the real education starts outside of the educational system. I promise you it does, right? So it's through self-development, the pursuit of never-ending learning, right? It's really all it is, you know. And so, dude, Kevin, bro, dude, you've learned a lot, and I've seen you transform, bro, these past few months just by diving in more heavily in self-development, sales training, all this stuff, bro. Like, dude, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, bro, it's all changed, bro. It's all changed, you know what I'm saying? And you see it radiate like from you, bro. So it's inspiring, bro. Daniel, you too, bro. I'm telling you, like, we all changed. Jessica, like, I remember, like, it's crazy, you know, like we've all been putting in the work, and you know, and it's just inspiring because remember, like, the more we continue to develop ourselves, like our business, you know, everything else is gonna fall into place, you know, and it's gonna open up for us, you know what I mean? So it's exciting stuff, guys, you know. I mean, you know, as like you know, as slow as, you know, as it may seem right now, it's gonna pick up because, you know why? Because there's people out there, you know, who need this, right? And so, but yes, I mean, that was like the main, like, does anybody else have anything else they wanted to discuss? Messages or something? Prospect?
No. I have one. Her name is Paula. She's like, I was trying to get working with her. She wants her machine, and she's like very clear that she wants one, but she's working on putting together some funds, I guess. And so rather than push it and maybe lose the sale, I just leveraged her for some referrals.
Nice.
So I've gotten like 4 referrals from her for like other people, like her friends out in the UK.
Yeah, that's crazy. So she was basically like, no, thank you, and you were like, okay, but who do you know?
No, she plans on getting a machine.
Oh, but she's like, okay, so okay,
But she's worried about her finances right now. So instead of trying to push it and maybe lose her as a prospect because of being pushy, I'm just trying to anchor the sale now, because if I can get her referrals to sign up, then I could save her money on her machine.
Exactly, and just put them under her. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, bro. You know, like anchoring is something that like Giordano does a lot. You know, and Giordano's crushing it, bro. Like he has like so many sales in the organization, but he anchors a lot, bro. So like, even though like they're not ready yet, like they might know somebody who will be. You know, they might know somebody who's going through something. They might know somebody who's, you know, who is business minded and who does want to start, you know, whatever, right? And you know, all we gotta do is tell them like, hey, you know what, yeah, like, you know, like I understand, you know, that, you know, you're not exactly ready yet, you know, but like in the meantime though, like who do you know, you know, that we can start giving water to, or who do you know that we can send out information to, you know, who do you know that, you know, it's just like, who do you know? And because like if they truly like you, you know, they're gonna want to help you, right? So they're not gonna mind giving you referrals. And then it's like, you know, and then you can say, yeah, you know, because like, you know, I'll reach out to them, and you know, like basically let her know, like, you know, like I want to help them get theirs, and all these people are gonna go under you, you know, so which is gonna help her, like you say, like her machine that come out cheaper too. So
yeah, the last 3 messages with her was pretty much like, I was like, I appreciate you tons, Paula. You've become such a great friend already, and I can't wait for you to join / meet the rest of the team as well. Dang. You'll love them. So I'm basically like future pacing her.
Nice.
And then she was like, me too, give it a little more time to get my shit together, and let's see where this goes. You know, I already believe in your water goal. So, and then smiley face.
Dang, bro. Dude, man, that's cool. So with her, like, just definitely keep following up, you know, keep her like in the mix, like get her all the exposure that she needs, you know, get her as much exposure as she can, you know, and just keep moving her down the line, bro, like slowly. So that's what's up. I'm
gonna send her the recorded webinar. She's in the UK, so
okay, that'll be a little better. Yeah, just let her know, like, hey, like we actually have like a really awesome webinar that we recorded a few weeks back. I know it's a bit hard for you to kind of make it to our live ones because of the time difference, but you know, I would love to send it to you. If I send it to you, will you watch it? You know, simple as that, man. Let her know that you want to help. Cause remember, guys, like, dude, like nobody's gonna give a damn about how much we know about the water, about business, about life, about whatever, right? They're not gonna care. They're not gonna want to hear it until they know how much you care, how much you care about you, how much you care about the environment, how much you care about people, how much you care about your future, whatever, how much you care in general. So, and how much you care enough about to learn about this person, right? And so, which is why like you can't sell a machine without building a relationship, right? Because if you tried, the person would be like, no, right? Because they feel like you don't care, right? They feel like why would I give you money right now? Because I feel like you don't care about me. All you want to do is take my money and just move on, right? You just want to make a sale and leave, right? And so, but if you show how much you care, you show interest in people, you really want to help, they're gonna stick with you, right? They're gonna run with you. They're gonna like be there like in the long run, right? So but yeah, so I had a message I wanted to share with you guys. This is something because it was a pretty quick exchange, like the length of the time that from when I reached out to where he got a video, right? He still hasn't actually, well, but this is what happened, right? So with this one guy, I actually, so with him, he had started following me first. So it was obviously it was a bit easier. So, but I basically said that like the same script. With this one though, it was just like the only thing I added. So his name's Edison, right? And with him, like he started following me, and right away I was like, ooh, I like did the thing, right? I liked 3 of his photos, and I commented on one of them because he's rowing. I don't know if you guys see it, but he's rowing the like fitness and stuff, you know, like he's he posts a lot of workout videos and he competes and everything. So I was like, cool, this guy works out, he cares about his health. And in his bio says he's a fitness coach, right? I'm like, ooh, he likes to make money, right? And his bio says I motivate and help people build natural gains, right, while enjoying life in the process. And yeah, so so he's obviously no, he's not. He's actually not. I don't think he's vegan. It's not showing that. But like he's a fitness guy, and I'm hardcore fitness. I'm hardcore bodybuilding, all that stuff. Like, yo, I love it. Like, let's chat. So I sent him a message right away. I said, hey, Edison, thanks for following. I said, thanks for following, man, right? And for this one, I actually put the little hands up emoji. I like using emojis. For me, it just like it's more like it's not as like serious. It's like it doesn't use like much of a serious tone at first. I use it for the first initial message right away, and then it's like and then like from there, say if they respond back using them, I'll keep using them. If they respond back not using them, then I just won't use them anymore. Or whatever. I kind of go, I kind of play it by ear. But I said, thanks for following, man. Love your page, right? And I put the little emoji, right, like that. And then I said, very inspiring, exclamation mark. I said, amazing job on your fitness accomplishments as well. You're crushing it, exclamation mark. Happy to connect. Put the fist, right? And then so he responded back. This was the same day, but hours later. So he put, thank you so much, brother. And he put the heart emoji, and he put like the praying, right? So I was like, dope, he's using emojis. He responded back, cool. So I said, of course, brother, exclamation mark. How long have you been training for? And he said for almost 4 years. I was like, nice, exclamation mark. And I always said for almost 4 years. So I said, nice, exclamation mark. Killing it, bro. I said, are you training people too? Because now I want to find out. Obviously I do, but I want him to talk about, I want him to say like what he does. So he put, oh yeah, exclamation mark. I do it for a living. I'm thinking, oh, perfect. So I said, bro, that's amazing. Definitely a great way to truly give value to people and multiply the value and belief. So now I started telling him things like about the way I feel about it, and just basically expanding on what he's doing to like maybe drop some value of my own while making him feel good about what he's doing, right? So I said, definitely a great way to truly give value to people and multiply the value and belief within themselves so they can do the same for others, right? And then I said, you definitely sound like an influencer. Have you always wanted to go into business for yourself? Question mark. And then so he responded back, thanks, brother, exclamation mark, and currently on that pathway, launching my webpage soon, exclamation mark. So excited and working with influencers to organically grow on Instagram, but most importantly, just wanted to educate and learn more on nutrition and fitness, right? So boom, so right away I'm like, damn, this guy likes to talk. He expanded on the question I asked him. He had a lot to say. So it's what? He feels strong, right? He feels strong about this, guys. He feels strong about his life here. So I said, dude, that's amazing. I definitely love your mindset. That's exactly the type of vision we need to have in order to really scale up in life. I'm excited. I said, I'm excited. Where'd this go? I'm excited to see your webpage, bro, exclamation mark. I already know it's going to be lit with great information. I said, education, nutrition, and fitness are definitely key. Are you big on hydration as well? So now I was like, boom, let's move into it. I threw it in there. Let's be intentional. I need to bring this up somehow. So obviously we're talking about health, fitness, and all this stuff, and that's it. And so I threw it in there. You know, education, nutrition, and fitness are definitely key, right? And then I said, are you big on hydration as well? Question mark. That's more my field of expertise. And I put the laughing emoji, like, you know. And then he was like, no, not really. I'll follow you for your knowledge, brother. That's what he said. And then he said, is it true that too much water could flush more enzymes? And then so I was like, definitely, I got you covered, my man. And then right away, I was like, have you ever looked into Kangen water? You know, so because now I want to move into it and I want to be like, yo, have you ever heard this? Because if not, let me tell you what's up, right? So I'll say, have you ever looked into Kangen water? And then I said, not necessarily, but if you're not drinking the right water, if you're not drinking the right water, that can definitely have negative effects on your body. That's just what I said, you know. And then so he put
Bro, you didn't answer his question at all.
I know I didn't, right? Because I'm like, first of all, I'm not the right person to answer that question, right? And then second of all, I'm like, I mean, hey, bro, who knows? If you're drinking the wrong water, this can definitely damage your body, right? I mean, you know, so I'm in no position or I'm in no commitment to answer that question. So, you know, like, and so he responded, heard of it, but never explored on it even further, right? And then so I sent him this. Let me know if you guys can hear this or not. Yeah, dude, because I've learned that it's not really so. Hold on, can you hear it? All right, I'm gonna replay. I'm turning on. So and then I sent him a voice chat. Because any chance I get to send a voice chat, I'm gonna do it because now I can let him feel my energy, right? I can let him feel my enthusiasm. I can let him feel like just everything of me. I can let him hear my voice. That's gonna help build more rapport, right? So this is what I said. That it's not really so much about what we're putting into our bodies, right? But about how much we're actually utilizing, right? Like how much of our actual resources and nutrients and everything we're putting in, how much of that are we actually using, right? So, and water, you know, that's why water is so important, you know, because especially because our bodies are like 70-80% water, right? So the water actually carries all the nutrients, you know, the proteins and, you know, all this good stuff we need. It carries that throughout our cells, right? So that's basically what water is, right? It's the carrier of like all the nutrients that go throughout our cells. So if you're not drinking the right water, you know, then you're not properly utilizing everything you're putting in, right? So, and that's when like digestive happens, digestive issues happen and all this kind of stuff, right? So, but if you're drinking the right water, then the right water will actually utilize everything you're putting in and it will take it exactly where it needs to go. So that's what I told him, only because obviously, like, he's already thinking, like, oh, this guy's because I basically told him this is my field of expertise, and he's like, okay, I'll go to you for their advice. So I'm going to just say how important water is, right? So, and then so.
It's my field of expertise. He asked you a question, and you're like, have you heard of Kangen water?
Basically, bro, that's how you got to do it. You know, only because I'm literally trying to speed up that process, right? So that was all I was trying to do because I want to get out because I'm already like we made a connection. You know, I said what's up. You know, he's already like liking my stuff by now. So, and then I just said, oh wait, I think that was to the more okay, yeah. And then I was like, dope. I was like, it's definitely interesting to say the least. This is going back to what you said about not hearing about the water. So I was like, this blew my mind when I first found out about it. It's a bit hard to explain, but I do have a link to a really good video that breaks down everything perfectly. I can send it to you if you like, ? And he was like, yes, please, ! Thank you so much, my man, ! And then he's like, I always drink a gallon a day. Now I'm going to pretend like I don't know nothing about how much water to drink a day, ? And I was like, what? So all I said, I was like, awesome, no doubt, brother. I'll send you your way right now. And I sent him Aldrin's video, and I put like the shocked face emoji, right? That's just what I do a lot. Every time I send the demo video, I'm gonna send the shocked emoji, and then I put nice. I was like, a gallon a day is definitely good, but I've learned that quality matters much more than quantity. So you can drink a gallon a day of regular water, whereas if you were to drink only half a gallon of ionized water, you'll feel much more hydrated. And then so that's what I said. And then so he liked that, and he commented back saying, can't wait to watch. Thank you so much, my man. And then I was like, no doubt. I was like, and I say, if you're anything like me, which I know you are, you'll definitely find it shocking. And then that was it, you know. And then I actually followed up with them a few days ago. I was like, you haven't had a chance to check out that video yet, have you? He said, I will tomorrow. I was like, so, and he said, so busy with clients, brother. After my show, the DMs have been nonstop. And then, so this was just the other day. So then I'm gonna follow up with them tomorrow morning and see. So, but yeah, I mean, that's, you know, that was how it was that, right? I mean, it was pretty quick. Like, we didn't have to talk about too much, you know what I'm saying? For me to like pique his interest enough to watch the video, right? Like, honestly, like, it's literally like, yo, like, introduce myself, ask him what, you know, how long he's been training for, if he's training other people. Now I want to know about his life, right? Remember, it goes like, you know, it's like goes now going to his occupation, right, and all that stuff, and then, you know, and then he's on his back, telling me about his life a little bit. I expand on that because I'm showing interest, right? I'm expanding on what he's telling me because I'm showing interest. You know, I'm basically giving him eye contact, but through messaging, pretty much, right? So that's what I did with that, you know, and then yeah, you know, and I'm just like, and basically like I want to let them know how important it is. Like, this is what I do for everybody, right? I mean, the way I word it is different because, you know, but the structure of it where like I want to introduce myself, I want to give a compliment, I want to ask like, you know, if they're in the fitness, how long they've been training for. I want to ask like, you know, if they're training other people, because then if they say they do, I want to ask like, oh, how long have you always wanted to be in the business for yourself? How long have you been on the mindset? You know, whatever. And then it's like, I want to expand on the importance of like nutrition, exercise, right? And then I want to be like, yeah, you know, like I always say, you know, it kind of took me a while to figure that out, but I've always been big on hydration though, or, you know, hydration is more of like my thing, you know? And then I'm like, yeah, have you ever looked in the Kangen water? I mean, not everybody responds back to that, you know what I'm saying? Not, some people leave me on red, you know, when I ask that, but, you know, like, but a lot of people would they'll say either no, I haven't, what is it? Or he's like heard of it, but never explored on it, you know? It's like, so for me, I'm like, yo, like at this point, I'm like, dude, have you ever heard of Kangen water? Like, I'm like, at this point, like, if you haven't, I want to send you videos. You can check it out, right? So that's what happened with him, right? So that was a good one. So I'm gonna follow up with him tomorrow. But I mean, it's usually that simple though.
That's the kind of reply you want, bro. He was like, "Yes, please!" Exclamation point.
Right, dude. That's what I'm saying.
That's when you get pumped, bro.
That's when I'm like, let's go. You know, like, dude, like, just lit. So, and then like even with well, there's somebody else too. I just recently. Yeah, one. Yeah. All right, go. So Jessica has one for us. We're gonna wrap this up soon, guys. So, but go ahead, Jess.
Thank you.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah. Mute yourself.
Mute yourself.
Well, this chick, it's actually funny the way that I found her. I was going through not hashtags but location near me, and I looked at the Sprouts location. So I clicked on Sprouts, and I'm like, who's checking into Sprouts? You know, like the one up the street from me. And so like I instantly like click it, and then it shows you the most recent post of who tags their location at Sprouts. I don't know who would make a post and tag at Sprouts, you know, on their Instagram or whatever. But this
vegans.
chick did. Probably vegans, I know. But this chick did, and sure enough, she's vegan, you know? But even better was that the post on her page, the very first post or whatever, it was posted like legit a day ago, 2 days ago, if that. And what she's doing is filling up her big 5-gallon at the Sprouts, their little alkaline water station there. And I was like, oh, this is the perfect person to follow because A, she fills up her alkaline water at Sprouts, and B, she lives right up the street, or at least within shopping distance of my area, you know? So I followed her, but I didn't instantly like, so I guess the one that Ricky just said, that's kind of a direct approach. Like, hey, have you ever heard of Kangen water, you know? Like, I really didn't do that. Like, in my head, I was like, we're going to be friends now. And I was like, and that's it. We're just going to be friends. That's it. All I wanted to do is build that friendship because the water is going to get up eventually or get brought up eventually if we're friends, you know, in the future, especially. Like, so the first thing that I ever said to her, I responded to her story and I just reacted. And I said, I love that top. That was it. And it was a cute top too. And she said, thanks, Forever 21. And I said, OMG, that's even better. And that was it, you know. And then also, where's that place at, you know, where you got the vegan sushi? And she told me, oh, in Rancho. And I'm like, that's where I work in Rancho, you know. And I was like, so we're already talking, like, we know, like, oh, that's right there in Rancho. Like, now we're relating, like, spatially on what's around us. So now she knows that I'm in the area, you know, so she knows that I'm within whatever. And then, like, later on down the line, she'd react to my story, you know, clapping emoji. happy. And this is all in April, by the way. Like this, it's been back since April. And then I don't know, I just never like brought up the water or anything like that. But she sees all my stuff, and I know that too. And I'm like, I just have to be consistent, and eventually, I'm doing what's like the post and pray. You know, I'm like posting and praying that she's gonna like respond or reach out to me. But I don't really recommend that. But sometimes it's worked, like attraction marketing. You know, so she posted one of her acai bowls, and it looked really basic. And I was like, have you ever been to Ivy Juice Bar? Because they have like really lit, you know, like acai bowls. And she's like, no, I haven't. And then I showed her a picture of mine, and she's like, wow, where is that? And I'm like, it's right there on Vineyard and Foothill, whatever. We're relating. Boom, randomly she goes, we should go hiking somewhere or for an acai bowl, which we never did that, but it's cool that she said that. She's obviously down to, you know, like meet up now. Like, cool, yeah, we should totally go get an acai bowl or something, you know, like the water, again, it's gonna get brought up, not by me, by her, you know. So, and then I kind of tried to plan it back then, and it didn't work because it was like Mother's Day, and you know, every weekend something was happening. So I still have to set that up actually, where we can like, go get something. I responded to her story one time. I'm like, that job sounds very intense. She's like, yeah, I just worked a 12-hour shift, posted on her story. And I was like, whoa, that sounds really intense. She works at a psych ward, like overnights. Like nobody's passionate about that. I know, you know, but she said 4 years now. And then I was like, oh, you must love it. I just assumed like nobody would do something for 4 years if they don't love it, you know? So I said, oh, you must love it. And she said, yes, I do, but I need a good support system at home because it can get very stressful, just like any other career. And I'm like, yes, it can. Stress, that, you know, like, so I kind of amplified that. And, you know, it's just conversations like this that kind of get her to connect with me a little bit more. And then, you know, later we're just talking, reacting to stories. She reacted to my sushi. And then Friday, she responds to one of my stories from the demo the night before. And she says, I'd love more info. Where can I attend something like this or get more info on the product?
Hey.
And then I said, hey, girl. And then I said, these events are hosted every Thursday night out in Fountain Valley, or for those who can't make it, we have webinars as well. And then I said, what makes you interested? Because I didn't want her to just like it or just read it or something, you know. I wanted her to respond. And then she said, I'm all about clean filtered alkaline water and make sure that my fruits and veggies are properly clean, but apparently I haven't been washing them correctly. And this is the one that she responded to, by the way. Apparently this is where Aldrin's up there showing the pesticides.
Hey,
that's what she responded to. Yeah, Aldrin did it, you know. And so I just told her, yeah, definitely. There's a lot that I didn't know beforehand either. You're more than welcome to come with us one of these days. Have you ever seen any other videos? And she said, no, just your story. And I said, okay, awesome. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of a visual person. I can send you a video that explains the benefits of the water in more detail if you'd like to check it out. ? Super innocent, you know? And then she said, yes, please. And then I said, absolutely, here it is. And then I sent it to her on Friday. And then I followed up with her today saying, hey, Regina, how's everything? That's it. And so she hasn't responded yet because she hasn't read it yet, or maybe she has like sneak preview or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, now I'm just waiting on her response. And I just said, hey, how's everything? I guess I could have said, hey, what did you think about the video? Like you just kind of assume, but I figure like, hey, how's everything? She's going to go see that. And she's going to see that the last thing I said was the video. So she's going to be like, oh yeah, that video. Like I just basically reminded her of my presence and my existence. And so, yeah, I'm just waiting on that now. But I mean, you know, and at this point she's already expressed her downness to meet up in person. So it really shouldn't be too hard to give her some water to have her try it. And that's my story.
Y'all need to take her for some acai bowls and then straight to the demo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely want to set something like that up. The only thing with the demo is that it's like 45 minutes away from here. And I think she lives like 20 minutes in the opposite direction. So like with taking people to the demo, sometimes it can be hard, especially if she's a mom. She has like a 4-year-old, she has a 5-year-old. So like with things like that, of course I want her to come do a demo. But if she can't, that's what the webinar's for, you know, the Tuesday. So either way, she'll get plugged in, you know. Like at the very least, assuming she's like, oh, like kind of whatever about it, I can be like, yeah, you can try it for free, you know. And that's like, why not? What's the harm in trying it for free? Like you're not buying anything, so.
That's like the perfect example of farming rather than hunting.
really is.
Hmm. Yeah. And again, so like sometimes I don't know, I can kind of feel, I don't know, it's like this intuition thing, like who I should reach out to or who I should just befriend and wait for them to reach out, because I know that once we're cool, they're going to reach out, you know? So, and then even like Colton and Priscilla talk about that when you're meeting people in person, like don't even ever talk about the water. Like they're going to bring it up because they see it on your story and they see you, they know you're about it. You don't have to say anything, you know? But that's it. That's all I have to say. My little, 10 seconds of fame or whatever.
That was good.
Oh,
Thanks.
That was amazing, my love. Well said, well said. But you know what? That's true though, because and that's gonna work well for anybody you can meet in person like that. So obviously, you want to build a relationship as much as you can. So say if somebody you're meeting online first, but you know they're local, you might not want to like market the water right away because now you can make plans to meet up. You can make plans to go get food. You make plans to go on a hike, to go work out or whatever. So. And when you do that, like just like Jessica was saying, the water, the opportunity, it's all gonna come up naturally, or regardless, right? Because they've been following you, they've been seeing your stories, they've seen you post and whatnot. So it's gonna get brought up, right? So, yeah, that's and just like Daniel said, that's more like farming than it is hunting, right? Because why? Because just by planting your seeds, right? She planted her seed with this girl, and now every conversation, every interaction, every follow up is just watering, and because why? Because eventually we're gonna meet up with her, we're gonna give her water, we're gonna take her to a demo, she's gonna be on our team, she's gonna be on this training call within a couple of weeks, right? So it's literally how you gotta think of it, right? Because our conviction is what's gonna get other people to do what we do. Right. So, which is why like Daniel and like, Jessica and like Kevin, every time I say like, let's get on 3-way call, I'm like, we're closing it out. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the belief I have, even though it might not happen. That's a belief I have. I'm going into that phone call with that intention that this is going to happen, that we're going to get the order form filled out, that it's going to happen. Why not? Why wouldn't, what I'm saying? Like, and so it's just all, it's all part of that. Cause that's going to like rub off like onto your presentation. It's going to seep into your conversation. It's going to seep into your relationship. Right. So, so yeah, that's huge, and then so hey, you never know, right? I mean, and see, like even if you're at the store or something, you go to a store and see somebody filling up one of those 5 gallons, you're like, hey, like sorry to interrupt, but like I like I was doing that too for a while, and then I had a good friend tell me about an ionizer that you can get like inside your home, you don't have to do this anymore or something, whatever you want to do, like there's just people everywhere that
I've done that on 2 occasions. Where like at the grocery store they were buying the alkaline water, and I was like, "Oh, you drink alkaline water, huh?" And it's like we got the contact info, and it's like it's not the most effective, but hey, it's worth a shot. It forces you to be more sociable, personable. That's not something I would ever do. Is just comment on other people's things.
Just on the
But
side eye.
I know
like,
better,
Don't.
I know, but in both situations, I got their phone numbers, and I texted them and I sent them the videos, and they left me on red. But
I do
who
like
doesn't? Thank you,
I
next.
do like what's his name, Tyrone, on the YouTube videos. You guys seen him?
Mm-mm.
My name is Tyrone.
I did.
They grab the Great Value alkaline water, just walk up and smack it out of their hand.
Yeah.
True.
Facts, bro. Or just like Daniel McCauley talks about, like how talking about like pulling out one from their pack and just whacking them on the head with it. He's like, what are you doing? He always like, what do you got, an 8-track player in your car too? Like, he's like nobody does this anymore, bro. Like, it's basically what he's trying to say. Like, it's just funny, So, and that's literally where we're headed with this, which is why this project in general is so exciting, because we're taking over an already well-established industry, right? Bottled water. Bottled water is literally, it's insane how many bottles of water get sold a year, right? And so we're solving that issue, right? We're overcoming that challenge, and we're getting rid of a whole entire industry, right? And think about what that's going to do for the world, right? I mean, society, everybody in general, and as far as like what it can do for anybody who's well established in this business, right? Because I mean, within the next like 15-20 years, this is going to explode. You know what I'm saying? This is a sleeping giant that ain't gonna be asleep for long. You know what I'm saying? So and it's been asleep for years, 45 years been sleeping, yo. You feel me? So you gotta realize like how much longer is it is it gonna happen? So, which is why like now, like, plant your seeds now. Yes, like realize it takes time, but move with urgency. Move with urgency, guys, because you know what? Time is definitely of the essence. And if we're not talking to people, if we're not building relationships, if we're not selling machines, if we're not getting people on our team, somebody else is, right? Somebody else is recruiting. Somebody else is taking somebody that could be on your team, right? So, and it's all, it's all in good name because we're all getting the water, but we want to build our future too, right? We want to do this. We want to do this our way, right? We want to have our own teams and stuff, So, but just realize, guys, that, how exciting it is, right? And where this is headed. And, it's man, I'm telling you. So, and, and this, having this vision in your head with you everywhere you go and people you meet, like having that with you is going to create that posture, that backbone, that confidence that this is the right move. This is the perfect business. This is the right water, the healthiest water in the world, right? All that's going to like eventually just rub off, like, eventually off to like everything you're doing, so it's huge, guys. It's a huge project, like it's $1 billion company, $1 billion operation. So it's like, the world needs it, and we're changing lives out here for sure. So, and all this is, remember, like all this, all these tactics, all these strategies and all this stuff, is literally just to help more people. That's the goal, right? Because as long as we focus on helping more people and changing more lives, and like the money, the business, all that's, it's going to come organically. Why? Because our intentions are in the right place, right? And when our intentions are in the right place, we start attracting all the things we want in our life, right? Because our value system is aligned with our intentions, right? So that's the ultimate goal, yo. But I'm excited about this, guys. I'm excited to be like on here with all of you, right? Because, this, it's amazing, right? It's amazing what this water has done for me. It's amazing what it's done for each one of you guys on this call right now, and it's amazing what is yet to do and what is yet to do for the rest of the world who hasn't even tasted this water. Think about all the people who are out there who haven't even tasted Kangen water. Don't know what it is. Never heard of it. Never seen a video. No, doesn't even know what a machine looks like. Never doesn't know what true hydration feels like. Doesn't know that they can sleep better. Doesn't know they can stop having migraines, right? Doesn't know that like their digestive system isn't like it could be better, right? There's so many things, guys, that that so many people just need this, and so like think about that, when you're like messaging people. Think about that when you're when you're connecting, when you're sharing water, think about like, yeah, there's like, I mean, it takes time, but there's definitely a rush, guys. Create that urgency, and just move with speed, move with action, right? And just move forward, knowing that, we're doing exactly what we need to be doing, and that, what, we're gonna help people, man. And because this is water, right? It's water. We all need it. We all drink it. We all understand it. And so, and once and your body's made of it, right? So once you have like the right water, guys, the quality of your life skyrockets to the max, And so what I feel, I want the rest of the world to feel, right? I wanted you guys to feel that, right? And you know what? And that's why you're here, So it's amazing, guys. It's amazing. So, but yeah, I mean, that was the main gist of this training. I just kind of wanted to basically finish up what we talked about last week, If you guys were on, so Kevin, I know you were on last week. If you haven't seen the video from last week yet, check that out. It's gonna go over all these previous slides up here. But because like I said, this is important to talk about because a lot of us are building this through Instagram. We're talking to a lot of people through social media. So it's important to like just understand that there's a method to this madness, right? And then so yeah, I mean, other than that, if you guys didn't have any, I mean, the one last thing that I did want to say was to be so obviously we talked about direct messaging and hashtags and all that stuff and being intentional and everything. So but be organized too with your inbox, right? Know who needs to be followed up with and when, right? Don't forget, what I'm saying, don't get all these conversations going and you're not even scheduling stuff, you're not sending reminders to follow up and whatever, right? So organize your inbox, know who you're talking to, respond. And I would say, like, say you have 5 messages right now, right? And out of those 5, one person is a hot one, right? Go for the hot one first, right? Work with the people that is gonna is that, right? Because once you have once you have a bite, right, you want to like laser focus in on that person and give them all your attention and make sure you close the deal, right? Because you don't want to have all these, otherwise you'll have all these pending deals going on, right? We don't want pending deals. We don't want, we want closed deals, right? But just be organized, right? Use, if you're going to unread messages, use the unread filter. If you're anybody you send a video to, I would highly recommend, if you're not using Stem to put on your whitelist, right? Use the flag thing, right? Flag them, right? If you send somebody a video, flag them. So you know mentally that you already have a relationship with this person, and and you might have to follow up soon, right? So just do that. And also too, just going back to being it talked about on one of these slides up here. It was, which one was it? I think it was free flowing content, right? About having daily fresh content. A lot of us have definitely been posting more. So I know a lot of us struggle with posting daily to our feed, right? Which is fine, Hey, if you're doing every other day from now, that's cool, but just keep showing up. But you always want to post on your story. Don't ever miss a day where you don't post on your story, right? Even if you don't post on your feed, post on your story, right? Do it. But don't do just one post. I'm not saying drop one little post for the day and you're done. No, you gotta do at least a minimum of 5, right? Do at least minimum of 5. I highly recommend more, because why you and have them timed out. Like, don't do 5 in a row. I mean, you could if you plan on posting more later too, but because basically, like, the more, say I do a story now, I do a story hour from now, an hour from then, 2 hours from then, an hour from then, 30 minutes from then. My little thing is constantly gonna be popping up on top of people's when they refresh their Instagram. So like, it's gonna give you more views, and Instagram's gonna like favor your account pretty much, where it's gonna like push yours to the top. So, sorry, there we go. Trying to open this. Who is it? IGTV is massive. Yes, Facebook and Insta is really pushing it, which means we get more exposure. Exactly. IGTV is, it's and why? Because it's a new feature, and they want their new features to be explored. They want them to be used, and because they want to master them, and they can't master them if people aren't using them, right? So, it takes 2/3 of exactly, right? Because why? Because it's trending right now. People are doing it, right? It's like when it's just like just think of it like when Snapchat came out with their like filters, right? Everybody's using a filter right now. So why everybody's gonna attach to the new thing, right? Right now, Instagram, IGTVs, people are like, dope. Now I can do this. Now I can do this, and it's a much more effective way to somebody to engage and really connect with you, because now they can watch you for more than just a minute. They can watch you for more than just 30 seconds. They can watch you continuously, right, without having to be breaking up and stuff. So that's you. So just post on your story, right? Like IGTVs, right? Like, and always, like, say, like, if you just dropped a post or whatever, put that on your story. Like, hey, check out my new post, like, whatever, right? Just be active and just let people know you're showing up, because that's going to develop a subconscious thing in their mind where they're going to be thinking about you later on. They're not even going to know why. They're gonna be thinking about your face. They're gonna think about something you said in one of your videos. They're gonna think about your post, what you wrote, and they're just gonna they're just gonna think of it because they see you daily, guys. People check their Instagram like their newspaper, right? Every single day, they check it as means of staying connected with the world, right? So means if you're constantly showing up and saying, what does that say, bro? 6 hours and 34 minutes. That's for your time on Instagram today.
So it's 3.5 hours on Instagram, 1.5 hours on Spotify, listening to Gary Vee's podcasts.
Nice.
And then 22 minutes on video editing.
Nah, man, let's go. Love it, bro. That's good stuff, man. I mean, honestly, guys, so IGTVs, I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, just videos in general. Videos is the face of like social media, guys. You have to get comfortable doing videos. You have to get used to showing your face, right? You have to get used to speaking, and you know what? Just do it. You want to do it now when there aren't so many eyes on you right now, right? Get comfortable and work on your skills now. Develop your speech, your gift. It's a gift, guys. Your gift of communication right now. Develop that now. So you know, you don't have so many eyes on you yet, but when you do have all these people watching you, you're ready. You know how to speak, you know how to communicate, you know how to use your tonality and all that stuff, right? You're ready, right? Because you've been practiced, you've been drilled, you rehearsed, because you know what? You just keep showing up, you know? So yeah, do that, guys. Do videos, do posts, man. Post your story all the time, right? And you know, you always keep in mind the 80-20 rule. I'm probably gonna end it with this, guys. So keep in mind the 80-20 rule, right? If you don't know what this is, so it's gonna be when we pertaining to our like Instagram and what we post about on social media. So you want it to be 80% of your lifestyle and your life, and 20% business, right? So meaning that you don't want your Instagram to be like a complete like ad, right? Where all your posts are about Kangen water and Enagic and you know everything, just whatever, right? Just advertising your business. Like you don't want every single post to be like that. So for me, for example, like especially on your feed, be very selective with what you're putting out there, right? Because you know that's something that's gonna be there. So you know most of your posts you want them to be lifestyle and stuff like that, interest, whatever. But and maybe every so often drop one on your feed about, hey, you know, my business is this, or hey, you know, like we're going here now, or we're doing this and stuff like that. That's fine, you know. And in your story though, I would do that daily, but do it 80-20 daily still, right? So meaning that most of your posts in your story is gonna be about your day, about your life, about your interests, your what you ate, your routine, whatever. And then like 20% of it is gonna be business, right? It's gonna be like post about you Kangen water, post about you giving water, post about you it's gonna be a meme you're posting, whatever, right? Just any information about it, because you still want to remind people daily. So for me, I don't always post memes still, but if I'm not posting memes, I'm posting a video of me filling up water for somebody, right? I'm exposing it somehow still. Okay, so just you know so just keep that in mind, you know, with every post you do. And you know, like you're gonna be solid, right? It's gonna be cool because you know you want to peak interest, right? But remember, with that 20% though, like lay it down. You feel me? Like you want to spank them with the business, right? You want to spank them with it and let them know that yo, this is serious matter, yo. So, but yeah, I mean, that's you know, there's so much we can really go on about this, guys. We already been on it for like an hour and a half already, but so this is just mainly social media. So there's going to be a lot we can cover as well in the next upcoming weeks. We might even revert back to this soon just to kind of go over like prospecting again, whatever. But for next week, though, I do have some good stuff for y'all already planned. So make sure to – oh, it's Monday, huh? Oh, yeah, you're right. So next week we can do – next week we'll still meet at the same time, 6:30, and we'll do a half-hour training, and then we'll all hop over to Daniel's training, okay? Just like we did last time. Remember the first Monday of every week. It's gonna be, every month. Yeah, it's gonna be
mandatory. Everyone's gonna be here.
Huh?
No excuses. Everyone will be here.
Everyone, bro. No excuses.
Find them.
Sheesh. So yeah. So then that might change in what we're talking about. Because like it is gonna be a more interactive training. So we might push that for the following week then, but I'll still have something for sure for the half hour though, for sure. So, because like I have like there's like four, I have like 4 trainings already. Like
when you log on,
what?
Bro, I love staying up till midnight with you guys. It's like my favorite thing.
It's like my favorite thing. I love it when you sleep deprive me, bro. Shoot. Hey, dude, but I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you hopping on, dude, always every week. You too, Kevin. You know, I know it. You know, it takes time. It's like honestly, guys, like time is one of our most valuable assets. So the fact that you guys do this, you're investing in your future, you're investing into your business, you know, and it's gonna pay off, right, in the long run. So I appreciate you. Trust me, I do. Because, yeah, I mean, yo, I could be on here for a whole hour and a half just talking to myself and giving a whole training and record it, and y'all can watch it later, which would be fine. But, yo, this is so much more fun, yo, when you guys are on here. So thank you. I appreciate it. But before we end this, though, did you guys have, like, any last anything, like last words, any last anything you want to, like, talk about? Whatever. Let me know.
Good, bro. Love y'all.
brother.
Sheesh. Love y'all, man. Love all you guys. So, but awesome, cool. So I'll be so this whole thing was recorded. If you guys want to check it out later, I'll be reposting it on the YouTube channel. I'll be dropping it in the Telegram group as well. So, but other than that, yo, it's Momentum Monday. You already know. So let's just keep crushing it. Stay focused, guys. Talk to more people. That's really all we need. We're short of people. That's it, right? We have the product. We have all the resources. We just need people to show this to you, right? That's all it is, guys. So, but yeah. So I will catch you guys throughout the week. We have so tomorrow we have our webinar, right? If you have any guests on that, please promote. Split this video with like 30 micro content reviews though.
What does that mean?
Basically, just like anything that you said or any of us said during the video that was like super impactful, you just take that snippet out of the video and post it on your IG as micro content.
Right.
So the whole recording as a whole is macro content, and then the little snippets you get out of it are micro contents, which you can get like 30 out of the whole video.
Right. That's crazy. I like that. I mean,
Good
yeah,
idea.
that's a good way because, you know, it's good because if something is so long, you know, and it's like if somebody clicks on something and it's like an hour and 30 minutes, they're not going to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like little, like, you know, like little clips and snips, it's like they're going to watch it for sure. And that's a good way to pique interest too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just you only show like it's almost like the previews, right? So it's like the previews to your video. So we always pique an interest, guys. So that's amazing for sure. But yeah, so like I said, I'll be reposting this. Tomorrow's a webinar, so promote. You know, if you have any guests to hop on, you already know Aldrin and Ryan are gonna kill it. So yeah, we need to get some guests on there, and then Wednesday we
Aldrin
have
gonna do it?
Aldrin. Oh yeah, you know what?
He's traveling.
He's in Bali right now. He might not, to be honest. That's a good question.
Just stay with it.
We'll
If
find.
Ryan's gonna be the only one doing it, that's something that we need to be aware of.
He's like, hey, bro, if it's just Ryan, I'm not even gonna invite anybody, bro. I mean, you know, it's just because Aldrin's a great speaker, right? He the way he speaks, you know, he really gets his message across effectively, right? He inspires people. Ryan, you know, I mean, Ryan's just very knowledgeable. You know, he has a lot of credibility just in the business because he has numbers to share. You know, like, oh, we've helped so many people already, which is amazing, right? And, you know, and for the longest time, though, like, Liz barely got involved with the business, like, I would say within the past few months, you know? So for the longest time, like, Liz's story was Ryan's story, you know? So it's like, that's why he shares that, because for the longest time, it was just Ryan building, and Liz was doing her own thing for years, you know? And, like, she was drinking the water, of course she was, but she wasn't built in business, you know? So finally she is now. And so now, like, yo, Ryan, you gotta get a new story, bro. But nah, dude, either way, though, it's another exposure, right? It's another third person talking about it other than you. So just definitely get them on there. Still invite, you know. I mean, like, you never know, bro. You never know, like, who's going to hear something that is going to change their life, you know. So, and then Monday we have our training as well. So, but yeah, other than that, guys, you know, let's definitely set up some three-way calls. Hey, so what I want to do, too, I'm going to open it up. So I'm going to do it. So for the whole month of August, right? For the entire month of August, I'm doing it right now, and I'm gonna announce it too in the chat. But for the entire month of August, right? Whoever gets me on the most three-way calls in the month of August, right, is gonna get a $50 gift card, Joe. So it's gonna be a $50 Visa card, right? You can use wherever you want. So, but yeah, it's a little expensive, right? I mean, it's just like it all in the name of fun, right? And just like I guess I would say like friendly competition to yourself, though, right? To really like, Daniel's like, yo, what? Yo, Daniel got that already. He's like, man, say no more, bro. Say no more. But no, seriously, guys. So whoever gets me the most three-way calls within the month of August is will win that, okay? And because why three-way calls are so important, right? This is how a lot of deals get closed, and this is how a lot of this like everything gets solidified and stuff like that. So yeah, if for those watching the recording right now, it applies for everybody, right? So whoever gets me on the most three-way calls for the month of August, right, wins a $50 gift card, Visa card, right? So you can use anywhere. So I think that would be dope and exciting. So, but yeah. So other than that, guys, I appreciate you. We will be chatting very soon. If you have any more questions for me, I'm ending it right now, guys. So Thank you again. I do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will all chat soon. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing right now, and all right, guys. So it was a pleasure. We'll chat soon. Okay.
Laters.
Catch
Y'all
y'all
later.
soon. Let's go.